how much of this story is real? Is it in between? And I'm talking about the notion that you urged him not to fire Jay Powell, and he actually is obviously he's the president, he can do what he wants. But did you have a conversation?
Well, you know, Joe, I think the problem with stories like this is I'm not sure who the leaker was, but the problem with leakers is they only have partial information. And I think the other problem, too, is that newspapers like the Wall Street Journal are not used to a high-functioning executive president. They are used to, you know, perhaps President Biden, perhaps President Obama, who was not as economically sophisticated as President Trump. President Trump solicits a whole range of opinions and then makes a decision. So he takes a lot of inputs, and at the end of the day, it's his decision, just as it was his decision on Iran. You know, and look at the tremendous success there. Look at the tremendous success at the border. And that is what a great executive looks like.
Would you just offer up what your opinion would be on firing Jay Powell if the president were to do that? Do you think that would be a good idea, or would you dissuade him from that?
Look, Joe, I think that what we need to do is examine the entire Federal Reserve institution and whether they have been successful. I think that we should think, has the organization succeeded in its mission? You know, if this were the FAA and we were having this many mistakes, we would go back and look at why has this happened? I mean, look at as you said at the top of the at the top of this broadcast, there was fear-mongering over tariffs, and thus far we have seen very little, if any, inflation. We've had great inflation numbers. So, you know, I think this idea of them not being able to break out of a certain mindset, you know, all these PhDs over there, I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. This is like universal basic income for, you know, academic economists.